Guys, I'm back with another video. So excited to give it to you. I appreciate all the positive feedback, all the negativity, because people still don't understand. I don't have all day. I'm in school. I got 6 classes. Like, I'm breaking down what I want to see, what I like, what makes PUBG, competitive PUBG, fun to watch. The micro, the macro plays, the small things, the errors, that, the nervousness. That's what I like to break down. Does football Sunday need all Sunday to break down all the games? Absolutely, man. They go on all day. What do you think Red Zone's for? I'm not Red Zone. Sorry. They say they may not watch my videos, but listen. Zone pops. You see a little 2-2 split. I love the 2-2 splits. I love them. But guess what? They immediately, look, they hop in the whips and they immediately route, they regroup, and they go on to, I don't know. I'm going to break down. 300 win this game, but I think they could have won this game. So Punaj gets knocked here, and 300 immediately recognizes that, and they push over and they wipe Dignitas. I love the aggression, man. Shout out 300, man. I just felt like they were always this close from winning. I mean, the last fight with TROG, they could have won that too. It was a 4v3. The week before, they were putting up crazy numbers, and they just never closed it out. But like in his interview, I think it was Extreme who said, we're just not playing like pussies anymore. We're being aggressive. And that's kind of what my MO has been in these videos. Be aggressive. Take these fights on with these teams. And this is what I mean by Black Tigers here. They waited so long to pounce onto this wild card Fiumba fight that they end up just getting destroyed by Fiumba here. And the reason why a lot of people probably would say, like, oh, well, they couldn't push because 300 would then push. No. 300 recognizes that there's 3 teams fighting, and guess what? If there's 3 teams fighting, you're not going to intervene and make it the 4th team, a 4th party. Listen, that's too mixy. That's way too mixy. So they're going to sit back and wait for this fight to go, and then 300 pounces and gets this win. But Black Tigers could have wiped Fiumba way earlier. They just waited last second, and I loved that 300 didn't wait, right? Like, they immediately, they said, listen, we're not waiting for phase 9 to make the play happen. We're going to use our smokes, make a smoke wall, and force you into our vision. I love that play, man. That's what I've been saying. Use your utility. Use it all, and use it to your advantage. And that's what these teams, man. I mean, I think this was some of the best gameplay of just like all the teams, majority. Like, I think every team was like, listen, we're going to make the best play we can do because fuck it, this is the last week. And I think a lot of teams just showed up and they showed us what we could do. TSM didn't get a win. That was very unfortunate. SSG, I'm breaking this all down. This is going to be a long video. Bear with me. There was a lot to cover, and I love it all. But this right here, Systematicos actually allowed Dignitas to win this game. And you're like, what? How does this early game, 4 minute in, have anything to do with Dignitas winning the game? It's because they took so long to kill Honey. Yo, why is it? Wait, can we talk about something? Why is it always HONEYBADGER? Why is it always Honey, man? Can you listen, HONEYBADGER? If you're watching this, can you tell me why it's always you? But he makes this dirty 2-piece. Sparking comes up and doesn't do nothing but thirst, but just the fact that they took so long allowed them to get this play, because HONEYBADGER should have gotten knocked here. Like, let's keep it a buck. HONEYBADGER should have got knocked, flushed. And then moving on, we're gonna show. I want to just highlight some, LATAM teams. I do break them down, but TROG immediately pushing on the SG here, and Dignitas in the back recognizes that TROG's fighting this and SSG and cleans up both teams. When being aware of the kill feed is such an underrated ability that I think teams, some don't think it's that important. I think it's one of the most important, knowing how many are up, where you heard the shooting, right? Let me see. Rusty's era popped off, by the way. I wanted to show the 2-piece on the SSG. They immediately pull out, after killing SG, and then they go right into killing SSG, and Dignitas comes in right now, and they fly, and they go, oh, we see this popping, we're going to clean it up, and I love that. And that's why I said this is so important, because HONEYBADGER should have gotten knocked. Imagine if that, look, so if HONEYBADGER got saved twice this game, He should have got ran over by that car. He should have got killed by Systematicos. If he's down at one time in this game, they don't win. They don't win this because in the very final, and I'll show this clip here, Sparking is just out in the open and just gets absolutely gunned, and he gets flushed. If Honey was dead, this would have been a 2v3 against Fumba. So you would have had Honey dead and Sparking dead right there. But Honey got saved like... I think the gods were, PUBG gods were looking after Honey during that game. He better be thanking everyone because, wait, but anyway, we'll move on. But gas cans. I said in my last video, I didn't see gas can. Listen, I told you I'm going to start a hot take segment. I didn't see gas cans winning a single game. People probably mad, like, what is he talking about? But this is the definition of why. Gas cans, they recognize where Dig is. They know where Oath is. Oath should have never been able to cross here. Never. Dignitas, look. Greg Shot pushes all the way up. Gets this knock. Let's see it. Let's see it live. And then leaves. They get this knock. They should have forced the issue. They should have stayed there. They back off. Why did they back off? Because if they didn't allow... Because by allowing Shinboy and HONEYBADGER to cross the street... Obviously, we watched the game play out. It basically bit him in the butt, and Oath wins it and gets this, and they cross the street. And they both do. But by Look at Gas backing all the way up, they should have just forced the issue. Take one team out. Man. You're trying to play for money, and you're going to allow these teams to just take over. This is a win that's for you. Come on, man. That just made me so upset. I'm dead ass. I'm no joke. I was watching it live, and as soon as I saw them back off of, you know, Shinboy and Pinterest Air, and I literally was like, oh, Dig might win this game, or Oath might win this game at this point if they're just going to let them cross the street. We're going to talk about some great plays, though. SONIQS. Recognizing they already knocked 2 off of Synergy, right? And they say, listen, our only play is to crash that wall, and we'll do a drive-by on these 2. But the fact that Fumba and TSM, this is what I'm talking about, man. When you just have to make a play, you just make it. There's no, you just do everything in your power. So TSM makes a smoke wall to the right to block off Fumba. And Fumba recognizes that they don't even need to use any smokes. They're like, wait, everybody's using their smokes. Look, SONIQS crashes wall, clean up SG. It was beautiful. And then Fumba's like, shit, we got to get in the mix. TSM's like, listen, let's get in the mix. It's a shame TSM didn't get this win. It just is what it is, but it was just beautiful gameplay. And then this is another decision I want to talk about. Forcing the issue. This is something GASCANS did not do. Systematicos. This is a ballsy play, but man, this was so fun to watch, and I was rooting for him here. So they decided to go, let's do a 2-2 here, and let's hold SSG, and we're going to hold Oath. And it almost pays off. It really does. It almost works off right here. We're going to see they get the knock on the Snakers, man. And I was like, wait, are they really about to do this? And they get the knock on a Roth, I think. And I was like, damn, they're really about to do this. But then I think the nade from, what, was it Sharp Shot or Oldest? It's just like all falls apart, like right here. Look. He gets the knock on an Oldest. On the Roth, man, I was like, yo, we're looking good. And then Kickstart. I don't know what happened with Lauren. I wish we could have seen it, but Lauren and Anzera just go down, and that pretty much just opens it up, right? But the fact that you have to take... Wait, hold on. We're going to break down. This is about to be the O segment because they just went crazy here. This is actually the game that won them. They don't win this game, but I'm going to go back to the Systematicos in a second. But this game they won. This is how they won. But Systematicos, sometimes you have to force the issue. And a lot of these teams, they're not forcing the issue when they're in these top 4 situations. You have to focus something. You have to maybe take control of 2 teams. It is what it is in this format, but you just love to see the cojones on some of these people, man. But Oath, can I talk about this, man? They sent it here because they knew Systematicos and Young Kings were fighting, and they immediately came and cleaned it up. But I don't know if it was Snakers or Rello who this is what I'm talking about, recognizing kill feed, recognizing who's fighting what, like, by, you know, listen, you're like, okay, they got a knock here, and this is over here, right? And they immediately rotate over here. I have it sped up just because, you know, this video is going to be long as shit, and I'm not trying to be too long with you guys. But they clean up Systematicos and Young Kings. But and I'm telling you guys, these two fights right here are the reason why Oath go on to win PGC by 2 kills, because they recognize Young Kings, but the real 2 kills is when they get the kills on the Sonics. And I don't know who made this call. I don't listen. From right here, it looks like, the Blues pushing them in. But they end up going to, like that, the bunker right outside of like Pachinki right here. It's like not even like a open bunker, but they crashed this. I don't know who made this call. But this call right here is why they won. They didn't win this game, but this is why they won by 2 kills. Because they get the kills on a Mime and H-Win here. These are the 2 kills that separated them from Dignitas. Crazy. I don't know who made that call. It was beautiful to watch, because I was like, damn. Because you're thinking, I'm like, wait, they might end up winning the game. They don't win the game, but those 2 kills sealed the deal for them. And then this was honestly heartbreaking. Because you know what's so funny watching this? SSG should have won this game. Sonics had no business winning this game. But you know what the real issue was? Right there. Right there. I even think Godspeed said, he says, man, like, we're in a top 4 situation and Sonics still got 3 vehicles. And as he says it, he got a sharp shot looking at the 3 vehicles. And I thought to myself, how do they have 3 vehicles? Why did nobody in this lobby shoot the tires, bro? No one shot fucking Sonic's tires out. And it allows them to get Oldless out of the game, bro. And right from then, look, Oldless they did a drive-by on Oldless, and that was it. All these teams, this would be nobody's win. I mean, well, this could have been maybe SG's win if everyone just shot the tires, bro. Just think about, that's what I'm talking about with like micro gameplay. It's been brilliant. Like, it's been brilliant all week long, but like little plays like that, that's what's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what separates from a win. Something that small. Listen, this week was beautiful to watch. If you're a pro and you're watching this game, man, it was beautiful to watch. Fumba, SSG, you should have got that win at the end, man. Shoot the tires. That was it. Oath, brilliant rotations, man. I mean, there was too many rotations I saw from you guys that I could have just highlighted, that I was like, wow, I didn't even know how you guys got in that spot. How did you guys know that was free? They were doing 2-2 splits at like phase 5. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Shout out Dignitas for showing up, cleaning up. TSM, I don't know what happened. They didn't look good at all these 3 weeks, but I think they'll do really good moving forward. And then I just kind of want to, I don't want to be too mean, but man, E United, if you're an E United fan, which of course I'm an E United fan because, I follow Halo, I follow Call of Duty, and seeing them always not ever be in the zone, like phase 4, and they would all, dude, it was like every single time phase 4, they would come into the zone and they would just be dead. They would get just 2 knocked right off every single time they entered the zone. It was just really unfortunate. GASCANS, like I said, I don't know what I was watching from some of these teams. Wild card, they put up some good fights. But let me know what you guys think of this video. I had such a good time making it. Like I said, I'm doing this because I enjoy PUBG, competitive PUBG, and I just see things that I want to highlight, what I want to give my input on. And I think, these teams moving forward, they need to be aggressive. Force the issue. If you know you're the better team, get them out of the lobby. Get them out of your lobby. All right? I appreciate everybody for watching these videos, man. I appreciate all the feedback, support, and I'll always keep them coming, all right? Thank you, guys. Let me know if you guys want me to do a week 3 for EU.